Grab your 100% free training right now on the 7 major steps to becoming a long-term successful trader. The very first link in the description, click on that to get the free training right now. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because trading can cause substantial financial loss. There's so many areas to become a good trader. So this here is just the education only and it's not financial advice. Hey traders, a silver and gold update in this video. And one thing I want to talk to you about in this video is obviously about silver and gold and what's happening right now and what's going on. Now, what we can see right now on the silver price is what we can see we're squeezing up into this overall wedge, squeezing up. We got a little down candle today, pretty much quiet through here. So really not much going on, right? There's really no one in control, pretty much sideways movement, really no one in control. Now, if we go have a look at that, oh, let me bring that over through there. Right, if we go have a look, this is the weekly chart. What do we see here on the weekly chart? We see that it went sideways for quite some time. We had this big drop down. So this weekly chart is still very much on the downside. Okay, very much on the downside. And so therefore, because this weekly chart is on the downside, you don't want to be fighting that trend. Okay, that weekly chart is the big trend. You don't want to be fighting that. So we're getting a little bit of rest through here, a little bit of a rest. And once again, guys, if we have a look at this through here, and we bring this up on silver, silver got almost down to the lows here of 2016. So to me, there's a ton of people out here that's going to have a lot of stops around here, right? So down through here, there's going to be a ton of people going to have a lot of stops down through there, and so therefore that tells me that we're probably likely to see the market silver continue down through there. Because once again, we had this sideways movement, then we had this big drop down. Now we've just gone through a bit of a pullback, right? So the overall momentum and trend is on the downside. So do not be trying to fight that trend. So the probability is, if we have a look at this, daily chart, the probability is we're likely to keep squeezing up in here. And there's a probability that we're likely to drop down and then keep rallying down and then run no stops, because that's where the weekly trend is. And so you always want to, the highest probability trades are with that higher time frame trend, such as the weekly trend. So let's go have a look at gold here for a minute. Gold, what's been happening with gold? First, we had a big rally up, and now it's very weak, right? Very weak. So I actually expect a bit more of a pullback, a lot more of a pullback on gold as well too. Gold has been simply going sideways, not really much happening when it comes to gold. There's a little bit of short term. If we have a look at short term resistance, there's a little bit of short term support level through here. Resistance is, again, but there's really no momentum with gold here. So we've got this sideways movement, a nice breakout on gold. So I expect gold to probably come down a little bit more and out of this here and hold this level through here. And if we break this 1,210 level, then this is probably going to start to run back down towards these lows and maybe even penetrate those lows. I just said that word. So if we go have a look at that weekly chart here, once again, what is that weekly chart saying? Big selling down movement. And now we're just getting a little bit of a rally, right? So the weekly chart is still very much on the downside. Let me bring up a bit more of a bigger picture on that weekly chart. And as you can see, right, you can see how we've broken this low here. So big, strong selling movement, a bit of a rally through here. I would expect to see, or to me, there's a much more higher probability, right, of this market now rolling over and continuing this downtrend. We're just going through a bit of a pullback here, guys, right? We're just going through a bit of a pullback. Remember, if the buyers are raising their prices, guess what? The buyers are in control, right? High, major high, low, major high, low. Guess what? The buyers kept raising it. Then we went through a bit of a period of time through here. Now we dropped a low. Now guess what? The sellers are likely to start lowering their prices because we've got strong sellers through here. And this is very key, right, when you're reading the markets. When you talk about the strength in the moves. When you talk about strength in moves, see how this is very strong sellers and then weak buyers. So if you had this, if you had to say in the market, who is stronger right now on gold? The sellers, right? Because we had this strong selling and then weak buying. Trade what you see, not what you hope for. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you grab the 100% free training, the 7 major steps to becoming a long-term successful trader. Over the last 15 years of trading the markets and doing really well, and also being mentored by multiple 7-figure traders, I've learned some 7 major steps to becoming a really good trader. So make sure you click on that very first link in the description. Also click on the subscribe button. Make sure also in the link in the description, you also can check out my Facebook page. Also, you can get my brand new book, called the Flow of Success. So make sure you grab that as well too. And also make sure you leave a comment and let me know what you thought about this training as well. And I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, just let me know.